Hey, hey, we are back, and we're going to be taking on the crew, the sunken crew. Now, I've been having a little bit of a think about what I'm going to do in this fight. Normally, I would run something like this with a plague doctor in the back, but I'm in the unfortunate position of both of my plague doctors being level 3. So I can't run the plague doctor. She's pretty good in this fight for just blight and battlefield medicine because the crew do a lot of bleed damage. But we can't do it. My other thought was to run double crusader as well, but I also can't do that because Renad's level 3. So we're looking at sort of a dance comp at the front, and then it might just be a case of running a Vestal in rank 4, which is quite sad, but the crew do quite a lot of damage, so it's not a bad thing to have a Vestal. This one's Cove Tactician, damage in the Cove, so I'm going to take Jerky, and this is going to be our comp. Now, both of my shield breakers also have Cove Phobe, so I'm a bit worried about the stress that they'll be taking on, especially if I decide to camp before the fight and end up getting into a nightmare battle. So we might just rush straight to the crew, and then if we're healthy after the fight, camp after the fight and see if we can do the nightmare. But this is the team comp I'm going to be taking. It should be okay. It's mainly for I want these on the shield breaker to try and get through the heave 2 guy. She's good in rank 1. I need some damage in rank 1. It's either the shield breaker or the bounty hunter. Bounty hunter would be good too, but I like shield breakers. So we're going to take Azap. We're going to take Jerky. He's going to be holy lancing and just standard stunbot stuff. We're going to take point blank shot and duelist advance on Dismas in case he gets pulled to the front. He can just blast the anchorman. And then Jerky is just Vestal things, just doing the Vestal's standard job. We could try and upgrade our weapons. Only need 4 more deeds. Would it be weapons or armor that I want? I like weapons because you get more crits.
Fan the flames, mold the metal. We are raising an army.
Congratulations, Keelhold. You are the first unit to get a level 2 weapon. Dismas 2. And Jerky. It's the Jerky show. Okay, right, before we go in, how's our stress? 40. Yeah, it's not looking great, but it's manageable. Okay. After this, the only boss fight I have left is the Prophet. And I would normally take this Crusader into the Prophet fight, along with... Well, I tend to like a Plague Doctor, but I won't be able to do that now. Where's our second Occultist? We'll have to take Mr. Charisma in there. So I might give him a stress heal, because I'll need him soon. Don't care about Fear of Beasts on him. He can go meditate. Having to think about what my next team comp's going to be for the final boss with these guys that we've got. We can always swap these two for something that we can level up, because they are level 0. But everybody else I'm going to be trying to keep. What do we need to get rid of then? What's Louis got? Aesthetic, not too bothered about that. We need to get rid of these Fear of Beasts on our Hellion, because she's going to be in the Weald a lot, and there's so many beasts in there. So we'll do that. Has anybody got any diseases? No. Okay, let's not waste any time. Let's get straight in there. Trinkets. So we'll go for the healing on the Vestal. She's just going to be at the back doing standard healing job. Don't want to take any stress on her. Actually, while I remember, I know it sounds ridiculous, but I'm just going to put both of my stress trinkets on the shield bearer. Dismas. What do you fancy, mate? What are your resists like? 50-50? 50-50? Okay, you can have the fortifying garlic. And we'll give you some... Could give him a little bit more speed. 1 speed. Or maybe the swift cloak actually. 2 speed, 20 move resist. We don't care if he gets moved, he's going to be using duelist advance. Put the stun on the crusader. Give him some accuracy too. He's not going to be dodging anything, but that's fine. Okay, so you can have point blank shot, duelist advance. Open vein. Go pistol shot. Just hit the back ranks. You're good. Never sure what to use on the 4th move slot for the shield breaker. She can basically survive with just pierce and puncture. I don't think we're going to be coming up against anything stealthed at level 1. We'll just go Impale. It doesn't matter too much. Right, let's go. I'm going to take some bandages just because I don't have anything to heal the bleed. We only need 1 holy water. I think that's fine. I shouldn't need too much food. I've got a Vestal. Let's see. Yeah, let's go. Happy with that. Let's do it.
Prying eyes had become a nuisance along the old road, and so I undertook to receive my most curious deliveries by way of marine shipments. A sheltered jetty was accessible by a narrow stone stair off the back of the manor, and a discreet system of pulleys could hoist even the heaviest prizes up the rock face from a securely tied dinghy below.
The poor devils, chained and drowning for eternity.
Okay, so he should be here based on the distance. Ooh, this is a good start. Right, what can we get rid of? These are both bad and locked in. Known cheat, not bothered about. Lagophobia, I'm not too worried about. Although scientific is really bad. But these two, the opportunity to get rid of cove phobe before we go into the cove, I think I'll take that. Nice. Right. Well, she's definitely not going to be stressed then. Until we get into the nightmare, that is. Okay, let's go. We'll rush straight to the boss if we can. I'm going to go for the dancing combo with these two. Dismas and Renard work so well together. Okay, could go for an impale. It only does 1 damage. Let's just take this guy out.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. disadvantage. Give them no quarter. Executed
Nice.
with impunity. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I can't see us having too much trouble with level 2 weapons on these guys. The damage buff is pretty noticeable. Can we Holy Lance the back line? We can. Can we Judgment the back line? Ah, 1 HP.
Their formation is broken.
That was unfortunate.
Maintain the offensive. As the fiend
Nice.
falls,
Get the riposte.
a faint hope blossoms. Back
Go for the
to
armor
pit.
piercing on the snail. And then we should be able to clean up this guy before he moves.
Confidence surges
Yep,
as the
that'll do
enemy
it.
crumbles. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Nice. I always try and take these guys out quite quickly because I feel like they have higher crit chance than a lot of the other monsters. They can really mess you up. You know when there's a group of 4 of them in the same fight and they all go one after the other because of how the speed rolls? It can be really threatening. We can always move one of the stress trinkets from the shield breaker to the Vestal because she's only got 1 trinket. Just something to keep in mind. Doesn't look like it's an issue right now, but could help us out in future. Nice.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
I'm coming back this way. I guess we can come back like that. 1, 2, 3. Bah, 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 bah. Yeah, let's do that. We'll come back. Ah, why am I picking stuff up? I just said I'll come back.
Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
take 100% chance. Right, ignore. Ignore the treasure. Just focus on getting to the boss. The less treasure we have, the less collectors will bother us too.
Another mariner, another misfortune.
Okay, this is why I love coming to the cove. We run into these corals. So we could get rid of Hieromania, that's locked in. Necromania light sensitive. Maybe go for scientific or dark temptation on Keely. This is bad. These two are both bad, but I'm not too bothered about that. I think I'll just go for clearing up as a P. Let's get rid of Hieromania on him. There we go. Look at that. Azza is looking like a very good unit in the making. Okay, we won't camp. Oh, we got to battle first. But I'm not going to camp unless this goes really bad. Okay, let's try and Holy Lance this guy. Low roll. Do we get to go first? Shoot him. Trying to kill this guy because he had the stun resist, and if this guy survives like he has, we can just lock him up like that.
The promise of safety.
Skips a turn. And he's done. He's cooked.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Nice. Right, let's go straight to the boss. So stress until camp. What's that?
Curious is the trap maker's
I'll get rid of that
art.
before the fight.
His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Okay, let's get rid of that. I don't think I can get rid of that, and I want the herbs for the fish. So I think we're just ready to go. Let's do it.
Even in death, the captain shouts his orders, and the crew obeys.
Okay, this is a pretty weird fight. So this guy, the drowned puller, the anchorman, he will try to hook somebody and he'll pull them to the front. And as long as he's got someone hooked, every single time someone moves, he heals the Sodden crew. So it's really important that this guy does not get to do anything while he's pulled someone. Now, there's not really much point of me attacking him right now. So I think I'm just going to go for damage on the crew. Wait for him to try and pull someone, and then we can figure out what we're doing. He's also got 50% stun, so it's always worth trying to tie him up with some stuns.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
And the crew moves multiple times. I think it's 2 or 3. So I kind of want a Serpent Sway and just see if it blocks the anchor. I don't know what the interaction is with that. We'll see if it works. So this guy's moving last. He's got 0 speed. And we can't hit him anyway with Keelhold. Right, here it goes. There we go. So he's hooked our shield breaker. Now, she can still attack, but we need to basically kill him as quickly as possible. There you go. So she takes stress damage, And the crew gets a heal. So we need to kill him. There we go. Nice.
Pummeling.
The Serpent's Way doesn't block the hook. I didn't think it would. We may as well just get a stun if we can. 50% stun is pretty low for a boss. He does have multiple actions, but it's not the end of the world if he moves twice. Just tying up his action economy with stuns is always good, so you want to be doing that. Okay, he does do quite a bit of bleed, which is why I brought some bandages. And there's the Anchorman back. So I'm going to go for an open vein again. His blight resist is really low, by the way. His bleed, not so much. But you can still bleed him, so Highwayman's pretty good in this fight. Let's go for the stuns. Nice. Can focus on damage then. He has actually got pretty low health as well. 120 for a boss isn't... He's not too tanky. And he's also unholy, which means that the Crusader does a lot of damage against him. He gets the buff on unholy. Okay, he's on 35 HP. He's brought our Vestal to the front, which is not too bad if we can just dance forward with the rest of our units. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to hope that the Shield Breaker goes first and jumps forward, and then Keelhold jumps forward again with Holy Lance, and the Vestal will be back in rank 3. So we're going to leave Dismas at the back for now. Okay, she goes first. So we'll just have to move her manually. Low roll on as a P. And they get the Heave 2 first. Back on the Shield Breaker, which is not ideal because Dismas can't hit rank 1 with Holy Lance. But we'll just go for the damage for now. It's not a lot of damage at all. It'll get healed straight away. He also gets all of these defensive buffs while this is on. So we need to rush this down with anyone who can hit. Okay, there we go. Dismas can dance to the front again, get the Vestal back to the back, and we'll just start chipping away again. Get the riposte damage, he's on 10 HP. He's on 1 HP. Is that going to bleed? No? Survived? 1 HP. Okay, and we'll go for the highest accuracy move, and we get a crit on the last turn. Nice.
Deep in the swirling blackness, far beyond the light's reach.
Easy fight. I do like that fight. It's very unique, but it's not the hardest battle in the world. Right. What food have we got? 8. Let's camp. Let's see if we get a shield breaker nightmare. Is everyone in the right spot? Yeah.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight.
I've got the stress trinkets on her, so I'm really hoping that we do get a nightmare, but I can't remember if they're in any specific order. Everybody's fine for stress, aren't they? So let's just buff the shield breaker. There we go, I've got 2 left. May as well get rid of the stress. Or get the stress buff. Ah, no nightmare. That would have been the perfect nightmare. That's a shame. We just got a corridor battle. I wonder if that's a collector. See who shows up. Just some bandits. This should be a pretty straightforward fight. Some heals, please, Mr. Jerky.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
We move Keely back so he can hit rank 3, but he doesn't have to. That's good.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
This is a really good team comp. Having 3 dancers and then somebody who's immobile at the back is great.
Teros may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
Okay. We'll start getting rid of some things that we don't value too much. Let's put a trinket on our Vestal. Just to free that up. And then we'll get rid of the Citron because it's only 250 gold. Okay, put the torch back. Just to avoid a Shambler. Although a Shambler fight would actually... I wonder if I could take a Shambler. I actually genuinely wonder if I could take one with this comp. We've got so much movement.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for.
We've got
in
anti-venom,
blood.
we've got bandages.
Secrets and
Let's just see what
wonders can be
happens.
found in the
We just got a
most
corridor
darkest
fight.
corners of
This might be the
place.
stupidest thing I've ever done in Darkest Dungeon, but we'll find out. Let's see. Just a normal fight. I don't know if the Shambler even shows up on the map. I think he does if it's scouted, but not if it's... obviously not if it's not scouted.
The ground quakes.
I just feel like with the level 2 weapons, we might be able to kill a Shambler with this dancing comp.
A devastating blow.
The problem is stuff like that happening.
Well struck.
We get him back.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
I don't want to run into one while while Jerky's on half health. That'd be pretty bad. It'd be really bad. You know what? Fuck it.
Darkness closes in, haunting the hearts of men.
Famous last words in Darkest Dungeon. Fuck it. So I need my shovel. I need those in case we get checked. I don't know if I need the bandages. Let's get rid of them. It's a hunger check. One more battle. See how it goes. Can't get a Shambler in a rune battle. Okay. They're going hard on Keely. But we go harder.
The darkness holds much worse than mere fury and boogeymen.
Nice. We like that. Okay, he's dead. Start getting some healing in. 8 HP.
Of war can be healed, but never hidden.
I was considering a serpent's way. I think I just go for the kill. Yeah. Crit again. Nice. Get that stress down. Okay, what did we get? Not a lot.
This expedition at least promises success.
Get the stress heal. Uh, 19 HP. Ah, there's an obstacle. Okay, we'll leave it there. No shambler fight today. But completed the quest, killed the crew. Got a nice trinket. Decent amount of gold. Lots of heirlooms. Oh, Keely got a disease. Got haemophilia. We definitely need to get rid of that as soon as possible. Eagle Eye sucks on a Crusader. Natural Swing is much better on Dismas. And what's Azza got? Last Grasp. Last Gasp. That's okay. Hopefully Keely's still level 2, right? Yeah. Okay, we'll keep him for the fight against the Necromancer then. Which we can't do because these are both level 3s. And I don't have the weapons from the blacksmith unlocked to do level 3s yet. That would go really badly. But let's get rid of his disease. And then we'll probably have to spend a few weeks just going along doing some of these other quests. What do we got? 8 dodge plus 1 speed on the highwayman. That's a decent trinket. Book of Constitution is me, it's whatever. So yeah, maybe we go in the Warrens and get that. Or we could go back to the Cove and go for the paintings, because I will need some paintings. But that's all the story for another day, because we're going to leave it there. That's all of the bosses except for the Prophet done. So we're nearly through to the mid-game. And we'll have to have a think about our team comp before the next couple of quests, because we need to have a think about what we're taking into the Prophet. Yeah, right. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.